Hey everyone, it's James. It is 5:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange, and it is June 24th. So we broke 6,000, all right? We stayed under for a little bit, and then today we got a clear, what I would say, manipulation in price, which is probably, I imagine, due to the shorts that were on Bitcoin at this level, like a short squeeze in a sense. But there was over in 45 minutes, over $1 billion flooded the market, and then slowly kind of started to trickle out as price was nearing the top of this about $500 bar. What this leads me to say is that I've talked about how this market is completely shackled to the manipulation of price, and where I think we're headed is basically into yet another bear flag with maybe a top around 6,400. Now, I say that, but it's going to be extremely difficult. There's going to be a lot of volatility, and it's not going to be an easy ride for anybody. And that's kind of where my analysis lies at this moment. And what I think we're producing is just a smaller bear flag. So here's like your dad bear flag, your mama bear flag, and your baby bear flag. So this is like the 3 bear flags. And I do think that we're still more than likely going to see the 5,500 to possibly low 5,000 range as long as this comes to fruition on what I think is going to happen in this market. So I think that 6,400 is probably close to the top because it was a prior base formation. So support should then become resistance. Now, the video is not investment advice for people. It's done for educational purposes only. Anything can happen in this market, and I do not know your investment circumstances, objectives, and so forth. So what I would extrapolate based on what we've seen in the past, based on what we saw occur today, is that we are setting ourselves up for yet another price increase on a volume while volume is decreasing, to put it as simple as I possibly can for everybody. So another thing you can see is that as price is heading lower, right? We have the bubble phase, we have the basically the aftermath of the clear, V bottom, which is obviously manipulation of price to just stop and negate the downward movement. Corral the sheep, lead them to the slaughter. Corral the sheep, lead them to the slaughter. But the waves are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Less and less people are showing up to trade Bitcoin as well as other cryptocurrencies. Volume is struggling to even reach half the level that we used to trade at in 24-hour volume. 8 billion used to be pretty normal, like 7-8 billion. Now we're struggling to hold about 3.5. Even into the low 3s. And, like I said, today, over $1 billion and flooded into the market and then slowly started trickling its way back out. But we're struggling to trade at the 24-hour volume that we did in the past. And I think that is partly due to the clear manipulation of price movement. I've talked about this in tons of videos, so I don't want to go in depth into it. But anyways, I'm not saying anything new for this market. Now we have the downtrend line, okay? The red downtrend line, the initial downtrend line. You can see that every time price is breaking through, it's going horizontal. We're not seeing these massive pops in price to the upside. We're seeing horizontal price movement. This brings me back to something else I've talked about in my prior videos. These moves are going to take time. Time is going to equate to more volatility, and it is going to beat people out as they jump into a washing machine and get beat around while price is trying to make its move, right? So it's going to be a very tough environment for traders to make money to the upside and even to the downside as price whips around back and forth, trying to find what I believe should have been the normal bottom for Bitcoin. And where that resides, I don't know quite yet. I know we broke to a new low for 2018 under 6,000. That is not a good sign no matter what. Altcoins across the board, a majority of them have broke to new lows for 2018. Not a good sign at all. Especially, Litecoin's up there. Ethereum's still hovering above its 2018 low. So we're seeing some strength there. But between Bitcoin and Litecoin, we've already seen breaks in the 2018 lows. And I talked about after Litecoin did its break that Bitcoin would be heading its way there too, which also set me up for that nice short position that I took, and it paid off very, very well. So I do think that at this time, it's going to be very tough for longs to make money in the market versus shorts, given we continue to produce the same pattern. So we're starting to see a clear pattern in this market, which is making me think we're having artificial bottoms created to allow whatever big money's in the market to completely just get out, relieve the position, and that's why we see prices dropping off a cliff thereafter. Is once they're done liquidating their position, the small, retail traders led to the slaughter do not have deep enough pockets to sustain that price level, and it keeps dropping lower and lower and lower. So unless we get some mega increase in volume, meaning like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 billion, then I do not think this market is I do not think this market is going to change direction, meaning we start to enter into a bull market. Instead, we are going to succumb to selling pressure continuously that is preceded by manipulation and price action. So that is where I think Bitcoin is headed, is continuing to go down, and we could see about the mid to low fives at those levels. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it unfolds tonight. I got to see how volume unfolds throughout the night into tomorrow, based on what I've seen in the past. I think I have a clear understanding of what's going to occur in the future for Bitcoin, but I have to wait for that to start to come to fruition before I can start to have a clearer idea on where I think price is going. However, I marked out this chart with prior bear flags, and then also essentially like a cone, if you could say, of selling pressure in the ultimate direction of where I think price is heading, even though this line could easily get broken and we could just oscillate along the top side of that. That is the general direction on where I think Bitcoin is heading in the near future, based on what we've seen in the past and based on the struggles that we've seen occur in the past for Bitcoin. So yes, we may perform a guppy rally here, and it's going to suck in a lot of longs, but ultimately I do think the aftermath of this move is going to be lower. So I'll talk to everybody tomorrow evening. If everybody likes the videos, everybody likes the content, please like, comment, subscribe, follow. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for your support. If you've not joined the Slack channel, that's free to do so. Over 350 members. You can go to my site, geometriccharts.com. At the bottom, I have a link to my social media accounts, and I have a link to my Slack channel. And you can go right to the bottom of my website, click on those links, and it'll take you to those various places. If you're looking for something more in depth, where I talk about specific price targets, stop losses, and objectives for long and short, then I do have a subscription service at geometriccharts.com, and I cover Bitcoin as well as various cryptos. I do morning and night analysis, and on top of that, I also cover the stock market, commodities, and Forex. So we'll see what happens tonight. We're just getting started in this potential bear flag, so there's definitely some things that have to line up to where I can make my logical assumptions on where I think price is going to go. It's a little premature at this time to really outline some specific numbers, but I do think that we're kind of setting ourselves up for the same manipulation we've already seen twice now, just in the past couple weeks. So I hope everybody has a great day, great night. I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.